Apologies everyone if I sound a bit bunged up. I'm sort of getting over a bit of a cold at the minute. So please feel sorry for me. Yeah. Thankfully it's not the Rona. Well, I did a couple of tests and they all came back negative, so we're safe on that point. But anyway, today we are going to make a tasty budget hash using a special magic ingredient, again, like the chorizo. So stay tuned to find out what that is. And I just kind of like made this up, I guess. I was in the supermarket, I was thinking, what can I make for my lovely viewers? I'm sure people have done iterations of this, but I made this up and it's really tasty. I made it the other day to test it out and it came in at like, well, definitely under £3. But now before we dive in and make this hash, please do the usual thing. Like, share, subscribe, share this to your friends and family, and also those that are in need. The way the world is, we've got to look after each other. People are going to need these types of recipes. What's your problem? Come on then, come in. Coming in? Oh no, you're going out. All right, well, do what you want. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so let's have a little look at some of our ingredients. This one is the magic ingredient, black pudding, or if you're in America, blood sausage. Now if you don't like black pudding, that's fine. Just use your favourite sausage, cut it up into small bits, add it to the dish, it's fine. If you haven't tried black pudding before, give it a go. Honestly, you'll be pleasantly surprised. And why is this the magical ingredient? Well, much like the chorizo dish that I did the other week, it's got bags and bags of flavour already in it, so you don't need to add loads of other spices and herbs. It's nice and peppery, it's got loads of white pepper, it's got pearl barley, it's got fat in there, it's delicious. So that's going to be like one of our main flavour ingredients. A couple of onions, just some small ones there. If you've got larger onions, just use the one. Going to add a bay leaf. Got some spinach here, that was £1. And that was £1 as well. Got some spuds here as well. And all I did with these is cook them into cubes, cook them for about 5 to 7 minutes, just until they're barely cooked. Okay, so you'll be able to squish them and they should come apart but not turn to mush. Again, I'll put some swap outs on the screen, but I'm going to use some garlic. That's not garlic, that's sage. Garlic and sage, those are going to be my herbs that I'm going to use. But what I'm going to do now is chop up these onions and then we'll start cooking.
More moments later.
Okay, right, so I've chopped up my onions. I've also taken the opportunity to dice up my black pudding. And this is already cooked. You can eat this as it is. Beautiful. We're going to add that to the dish, but first what we need to do is start softening the onions. So I've got my pan, get that onto a low heat. I'm going to add some of this butter spread that's made quite a few appearances in my videos recently. It's good stuff, it's alright, you know. A few knobs, as we'd say in the UK, which is a term we use interchangeably. A knob can be a piece of butter, or also to describe someone you don't like. Knobs, knobhead. Now as that butter's melting, I'm going to go in with my onions. In they go. Onions in, and I've kind of diced them fairly small, so they take less time to cook. So I'm going to spend about 10 minutes with these, gently softening them there. Ugh, why can't I say softening? Softening. I am going to spend about 10 minutes gently softening them down. There we go. I think people don't realise how hard it is talking to a camera when you're on your own. It can be quite difficult. Normal words don't come out easily sometimes. Well, you're just talking to yourself essentially, aren't you? But anyway, I'm going to tend to these. I'll see you in a second. See you in a bit. Right, okay, my onions are sufficiently softened. Softened. Right, get these out onto a plate just for a second. Right, out you come. But what I'm going to do now is add the potatoes. Add another knob or two of this butter spread. I'm going to turn the heat up a bit. Not much, sort of a medium heat. Then I'm going to chuck in my potatoes. There we go. Now if you want to know sort of how much potato to use, about that size, 2 of them. Now because these potatoes are pretty much 90% cooked, all I'm really looking to do is get some colour on there. I don't want a lot, just a little singe, just a little bit of brown. It's just going to add flavour, innit? I'm not looking for like deep dark roasted potatoes, just want a little bit of a tinge, a little bit of colour. That's all. So pop back in a second and I'll show you the next bit. So there we go, our potatoes have got a nice bit of colour on there. You don't need a lot, just a little bit of a touch, a little touch of colour. Gonna go back in with the onions, nicely softened earlier. Bay leaf, that can go in. Also gonna add some sage. I'd say about a teaspoon is going to be plenty. It's a very strong, powerful herb sage. And about a teaspoon or so of garlic powder. The obligatory salt and pepper. Here it goes. You can use white or black pepper with this. Then in with our black pudding. And also the spinach. The whole bag there. It might look like a lot of spinach. You've got to remember this wilts down quite a lot. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a shufty. Now, what I'm going to do is add some water. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Probably not even that, to be fair. In it goes. And what that's going to do, firstly, it's going to kind of lift off some of the khaki bits on the bottom of the pan, which is all good stuff. That's good eating. But it's also going to create steam. And the steam is what's going to wilt the spinach. So, what I'm going to do, stick the lid... Oh, steady on. No one asked you, did they? Stick the lid on and just leave that for like, literally like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes. Right, that spinach will wilt down. Give it a good old stir. And then we're like 99.9% there. Dinner is served, boys and girls. See you in a bit. Okay, right, let's have a little look. Let's have a little peek. There we go. You can see, look, how that spinach has wilted down quite a lot. So like I said before, it might look like a lot that you're putting in. You can see how much it sort of shrinks down. I'm going to take the bay leaf out, it's done its job. But there is your hash. So let's serve me some up. Now, of course, to finish it off, this is optional, but also compulsory, a glorious fried egg. Look at that yolk. I mean, look at that. Listen, you could serve that up on a date night. You know? And if your date's not happy with something as delicious as this, we can tell them to bugger off then, can't you? Anyway, let's dive in. Let's have a bit of a taste. Well, I know it's good because I've had it the other day. Winner, winner. Black pudding dinner. It's got everything you want in there. Super savoury, salty. It's got herbs in there, the sage. And that finished off with a fried egg, just tops it. Just tops it off. You've got to make this. It's really good. There we go. That's my tasty budget hash using the magical ingredient, black pudding. Amazing stuff. Total cost, I'll put that up on the screen. But that's like less than £3, easy. But listen, I'm going to love and leave you because I need to go and finish this because it's getting cold. And I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm proper like, you know, like when men get man flu. I always feel sorry for myself. I've got no one to look after me. I just want someone to mop my brow and tell me everything's going to be okay. Anyway, I'm going to go, but please do the usual thing. Enjoy this video, leave a comment, share this to your friends and family and the people that are in need. Our brothers and sisters out there need help. Because the world is f***ed right now, isn't it? Like, share, subscribe. And I'll see your gorgeous faces next time. See you later. Bye.